13 of the NFL. And this one features the Saints' versatile linebacker. He's now sitting at 67 tackles after last week. It's the Saints and the Bucs, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. We're in November now, so this is where you really need to settle in, start getting down to business.
And in baseball, they talk about the dog days of August. November, these are the dog days of football, trying to get in position for the big push.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And he returns this to the 22. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
In motion left goes a tight end. Mayfield going to the air right away. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Mayfield. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. He's across midfield and finally brought down at the 38. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Now Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Baker going to give it to Irving. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Mayfield. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. And his kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
Throwing to start the drive. Rose, flush to his right. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. Off the play fake. Rose. That's complete to Wicks. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Slant pass complete to Olave. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
They'll run for the first time with Austin Ekeler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. They'll run for it with Ekeler. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking just like a play caller. And
now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Saints are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's
fighting through and he's got space. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Mayfield off the play fake. And this is caught by Evans. The numbers for Evans in last week's ball game. 6 catches, 64 yards.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes, stretched, dreamed, going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch everyone thrown today.
You're right. They had struggled 32 of 32 in that category. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rose. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Saints at 10-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after try forthcoming. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once more. And the numbers will show he's been one of the most productive QBs in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders in passing yardage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing, Mayfield. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It gets this complete to Shaheed. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Mayfield to throw it. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And again, it's Mayfield. He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Mayfield now. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for them and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's building his case for MVP consideration with each passing week. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. The pass caught by Olave. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This is caught. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. You're just going to pick up a holding call.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Rose. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Rose, flushed out right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 16. Brings up 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. And Thomas has it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Operating from the gun, Rose. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll look to throw again. Olave over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Escaping the pressure right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
It's now 4th and goal.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. In motion, the tight end. Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. He finds his target. It's Evans. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw, Mayfield. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Flush to his right. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. And that's caught at the 2. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. 2 yards to go, second down. Operating from the gun, Rose. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw. Rose. That one complete to Elliott. Finding room at midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside give to Elliott. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. 2nd and a couple. Mayfield looks to throw. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing, Mayfield, left side here, that's complete to Godwin. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down. Mayfield to throw it. Right back to Chris Godwin. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The Bucs on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Going to the air again with Mayfield. To Evans on the slant. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mayfield down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chase Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Mayfield. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
In motion left, Godwin. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Complete, it's Dotson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. A first down carry by Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
They go to Elliott again. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. 3rd down and 10. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Buccaneers' defense holds, and they get the football back. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back to throw now on 1st down. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting, but obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Saints, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guest